Good afternoon, folks. Luigi Coppola, Ekphrastic Poetry Writing Challenge, April 2025. I'm very late. It is the 8th of April, which means I've lost a whole week. Well done, Luigi, but what can you do? Let's just get started straight away. New image. Oh, lovely. I mean, straight away, I love the juxtaposition of styles. You've got the sort of almost, is it sort of paint um, of the forest, and then the sort of cutout, the relatively naturalistic of the forest, and then the cutout figures and birds um, and a person there. And actually, straight away, it reminds me of Charlotte Mew's "The Farmer's Wife," which is an incredible poem. Farmer's Wife poem. Farmer's Bride. Farmers. Yeah, Charlotte Mew. That's it. Yeah, yeah. Amazing poem. Heartbreaking end. I won't spoil it. Just read the whole thing. Um, and like the yeah. Okay. Well, I won't spoil it. Just read the poem. In fact, no, I will spoil it. Just pause it. If you want to read the poem, just pause it now. Welcome back. So it reminds me of the bride escaping into nature and having to almost be hunted down by the farmer and his cohorts. And then that end of is just heartbreaking. But anyway, it also reminds me of Snow White calling the sort of birds towards her. You've also got, I mean, the blue makes me think of Twitter. Um, I'm not sure if that's intentional, but that doesn't matter. Maybe that could work into it. So I like the idea of someone escaping or exploring. That's quite interesting. And the body language of the person makes me, almost like they're holding a camera, maybe, or they're trying to just peer and look into the forest. So there's loads of stuff I could write about there. I think that's really interesting. I feel like I wanna just get started with something and start writing, and then see how it goes. I suppose. Uh, Okay. I peer through paths that paved my way away. I peer through paths that pave my way away. Mm. Out of out of the shot, into the view, past, laid out. View the past laid out a hymn, a hymn. We never sung, never sincerely, sincerely to. I never sincerely pray. I pray These steps will take me to a more solemn thing. No guide is here. Yes, birds. Yes, birds. Squirrels. 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 And yes, birds, squirrels, and no guide is here. Birds. They just seem to sense someone. They just seem to sense someone who's lost. Someone that needs the space. Come on then, let's go to rhyme zone. For ants, plants. Someone that needs a space. That appeared through paths that paved my way away. Out to the view, last played out a hymn I never sung sincerely too. I pray these steps will take me to a more solemn thing. No guide is here. Yes, birds, squirrels, and ants, but they just seem to sense someone who's lost, someone that needs the space that only plants planted by wind and animals. Without weighed the cost, planted by wind and animals, with not planted by wind and animals, weighed for cost. Maybe cut that. Ooh, I don't know. I was close. Um, uh, I step along the light, the soft earth. I step along the light, the soft earth, soft earth, soft earth, earth, curve of. I used path already. I feel like I did at the start. So now I'm thinking of Road Not Taken, Robert Frost, of the path. Oh, there's a phrase, isn't there? How like natural paths are created. Name of Natural paths. Desire paths, that's it. Yeah, desire paths. So I quite like that as a phrase as well. Curve of the curve of desire. The curve of the desire path. The curve. Desire paths. Desire paths. Here to your deepest bias may have our deepest needs. Find a way to and a way of least resistance. Resistance. Find a way of least resistance. My deepest need is need to find a way and a way of least resistance. Learn the touch of chance, survival, evolution, the touch of chance. Seeds that spring up like cat's eyes, road ahead, leaving mm, mm, like, to exactly where I needed to be led. I mean, it's first draft, isn't it? Classic rubbish first draft. Okay. Can I do stuff? Remove space. Yeah, thanks for that. Okay. I peer through paths that pave my way away. Out, out of the shot. The past laid out a hymn I never sung sincerely to. I pray these steps will take me to a more solemn thing. No guide is here. Yes, birds, squirrels, and ants, but they just seem to sense someone who's lost. Someone Someone that needs the space that only plants planted by wind, animals not planted by wind, animals cost them by wind and not weighted for cost. I step along the light, soft earth, a curve, desire paths adhere to, our deepest need to find a way of least resistance, learn, touch of chance, survival, evolution, seeds that spring up like cat's eyes, roll the head, leading to exactly where I needed to be led. I mean, yeah, it's a first draft, so it's fine. Let's get something down after a week of not doing anything. If there was a title, uh, leading, leading, led, led by light, light. I don't know about that title. Doesn't quite work. I like the alliteration, obviously. Oh my lord. Oh sweet Lord. led, led by her. And then that makes me think of Wordsworth Prelude. Um, I put through paths that paved me way away. Out of the shot, the past played out a hymn I never sung sincerely to. I pray these steps will take me to a more solemn. Take me to a thing, that makes sense. Thing. Yeah, let's leave that for now. No guide is here. Yes, birds, squirrels, ants, but they seem to sense someone who's lost. But they just seem to sense someone who's lost. Someone that needs the space that only plants planted by wind and not weighed for cost. Space between plants planted by wind and not weighted for cost. And not those weighted for cost. Weighed for cost. I step along the light, soft earth, a curve, desire paths adhere to, our deepest need to find a way of the least resistance. I think maybe desire paths might be desire paths. Desire paths. Um, desire paths. I peered through paths that paved my way away. Out of the shot, the past played out a hymn I never sung sincerely to. I pray these steps will take me to a more solemn thing. No guide is here. Yes, birds, squirrels, ants, but they seem to sense someone who's lost, someone that needs the space between plants planted by wind, not those weighed for cost. I step along the light, softer, curved, desired paths adhere to our deepest need to find a way of least resistance, learn the touch of chance, survival, evolution, seeds that spring up like cat's eyes, the road ahead, leading to exactly where I needed to be led. Okay, it's better than I thought in the span of 20 minutes. Okay, why don't we leave it at that? So I've got that for now. 2, 3. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, at least I got started. That's the most important thing, isn't it? So lots of reference points there. Charlotte, I might reread Charlotte Muse, Robert Frost, William Wordsworth. Rewatch Snow White, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, interesting. Okay, folks. At least I've got my foot in the door. See you next time.